Okay, Jason, Britney Spears has deleted her Instagram again after stringing a lot of posts that are concerning amid her public clash with her ex-husband, Kevin Federline. So that's our first hot topic, brought to you by Walton Art Center. So fans noticed that the singer's account disappeared on Sunday, just weeks after a video showed her with bruises and bandaged hands. So Britney said that she'd fallen, but concern is obviously growing. You know, Kevin Federline posted a memoir that has details of their turbulent past and her struggles as a mom. Britney fired back after his memoir came out, saying that he was gaslighting her and profiting off of her pain. I think that she's doing the smart thing here by deleting her social media and just zipping it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you had strong opinions when the book came out as well.
I
you
did.
Felt like it was just a money grab.
I even did a dive on my CTV show. Can I just say, I forgot the name of it, but can I just say about this? And he says it's under the guise of getting Britney help, but I would just like to point out that the spousal support has stopped and the child support has stopped because the kids are adults. So
interesting.
Timing.
There's a lot of drama there.
But good for her for just getting
my 90s, 2000s stuff, I just hate it for Britney. Just all the drama and all of the stuff.
That poor woman has just been through the ringer.
I know. I want to see her successful
again.
Well, speaking of success, the Los Angeles Dodgers are once again kings of the diamond. The team clinched the World Series title this weekend with a thrilling Game 7 victory, marking their 9th championship in franchise history. Fans packed the stadium, poured into the streets of LA as well to celebrate that dramatic win. Series MVP was the two-way superstar, Ohtani. He delivered both at the plate and on the mound, sealing his first ring in Hollywood style. Fireworks lighting up the night sky there in LA, the official City of Champions once again. And this is 2 in a row, and I read somewhere where there hasn't been a repeat champion in a number of years, maybe even decades. So,
cool.
Yeah, this was big. It was a big game over the weekend. I was reading an article this morning talking about how thrilling the series was, and whether you were going for the Blue Jays and following them or the Dodgers, it was a fun kind of series to watch.
You want to know something sad?
Yeah.
I didn't think that people were still playing baseball right now.
Yeah,
I know.
So did you know that right now, well, I guess it's over now,
yeah.
but it's just this confluence. It's one of my favorite times of year because so many sports are happening. There's basketball, there's hockey, there's baseball, there's football. There's so many things happening right now.
I know, and I just can't keep, I'm like, what? I thought we were paused for a minute.
Easy to get lost in all of that traffic, yeah.
Well, we know that nature walks are good for us, but can a city stroll be just as good?
Yeah,
well, walking in nature has been obviously shown to boost physical and mental health, improve cognitive performance, lower stress, and restore attention. Maybe I should do this more often. But researchers say that there are also mental health benefits to walking in urban areas. You just have to find the right path and pay attention to your surroundings. Walking through historic areas of cities make people feel less stressed and more energized, and some researchers say that even more than walking through a park, okay? So if you could simply focus on natural elements during your city walk. Trees in particular seem to make people more relaxed, even if they're on the street. And, I have to say, in my days walking through Liverpool, I can attest to this. It's very fun and I'm not going to call it relaxing, but it's entertaining.
It's energizing.
Yeah,
I think
energizing.
Anytime I go to a city, and obviously, we both have some history in Europe, just walking around makes you feel energized.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I love good walk in nature as well, but
yes.
I would never turn a city walk down either. I love it.
Me too.
This is kind of fitting because, Halloween has just passed.
Yes.
We got to talk about a horror legend. Robert Englund, the man behind Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street, just received his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Fans lined Hollywood Boulevard chanting, "Freddy, Freddy, Freddy," as Englund took the stage to thank his longtime friends and loyal fan base. He reflected on his early Hollywood days, sharing that 2 of his old roommates went on to write The Lost Boys, a fitting nod for Halloween weekend and Halloween festivity, spooky season. Director Eli Roth and co-star Heather Langenkamp were on hand to honor the horror icon who turned nightmares into movie history. You see him right there with the iconic Freddy Krueger slasher hand.
Thanks, Robert.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you so
haunted
much.
our nightmares, literally entered our nightmares.
Yeah, appreciate that.
There he is.
Well, we all may have gotten an extra hour of sleep, but even with that, this past weekend might have been one of the most dreaded weekends on the American calendar, the end of daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Okay. So a new Associated Press poll found that only 12% of U.S. adults support the current system of daylight savings time, which has people in most states obviously changing the clock twice a year, while 47% are opposed and 40% are neutral. If forced to choose, most Americans would prefer to keep that extra hour of daylight in the evening. Permanent daylight savings time would be unpopular with a significant chunk of people, though. The survey found this, particularly those who prefer mornings.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about this?
I want to keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. I know that there are some people who do have seasonal. They're affected by the season
Yeah.
that changes. I'm not. So like,
Are you in the neutral
personally, I'm
category?
probably in the neutral, and if forced to choose, I would say just keep it. It's been a part of my life for, as long as I've been alive. So I don't
Yeah.
really have a big, strong opinion about it. I do feel like exercise and a routine help you adjust more than just kind of, just having a blah day.
That's
so
a
like
good point.
yesterday, we had a routine. I went out and exercised, so I was tired. I fell asleep exactly when I normally would have. I don't know.
Selfishly, I love it because we have to go to bed early.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, it's dark at
Yeah.
6. Perfect
Yeah.
for me.
Yes.
Sorry if you don't like it.
We have strong opinions about that, apparently.
Oh.
The streets of Sao Paulo were alive with the sound of the undead. Oh, you might want to avert your gaze from this one, Mac. I'm not sure. Hundreds of zombies, monsters, and pop culture icons lurched through the city for the annual zombie walk held on Brazil's Day of the Dead. Even rain and melting makeup couldn't stop this spooky spectacle. Proof that you can't keep a good ghoul down. The event, which started back in 2006, turns a day of mourning into a celebration of creativity, culture, and community. And as one participant put it, the dead should be remembered with affection. In Sao Paulo, they're remembered with killer costumes and frightfully good fun. So
That looks fun.
it does look fun.
That
yeah.
is scary, but everything else looks really
Yeah.
fun.
This guy looks pretty scary. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like Children of the Corn vibes.
Yeah, he had corn for hands.
I know, corn for hands. Who knows?
On a totally
Yes, let's
separate
switch
note,
gears, please.
I am massively switching gears. Paddington Bear has made his stage debut in Paddington the Musical just in time for the holiday season. So with previews for Paddington the Musical underway in London, producers have released the first images of the beloved children's character in a short promotional clip. The production, running at London's Savoy Theatre, is directed by Luke Shepherd and features music and lyrics from McFly's Tom Fletcher, which is really cool. So
Yeah.
James Hammond performs as Paddington's offstage puppeteer, while Artie Shaw brings the character to life on stage. So the musical is currently booked to run until May of 2026. So if you find yourself over the pond, you
Yeah.
have to pay Paddington a visit.
Here's another secret into my childhood. Paddington was always one of my favorites.
I love him.
love
He's so
Paddington.
precious.
And I know a whole new generation of folks have fallen in love with the movies, but going back in the day, I mean, Paddington's been around a while, and I love it.
I love Paddington, yeah.